I don't like to say that I'm a choreographer because I'm using dance and theater and performance to create my show. So I'm someone who just uses a lot of stuff and creation with this.
Okay, and where you're based at?
I'm based in Montreal, but I'm not often in Montreal. Like I'm always like in tour with my dance company. So.
Cool. So you're a lot away from home?
Yes.
Basically.
Maybe like 6 or 7 months a year. I'm far away home.
Yeah, cool. So now we're in Dresden, in Festspielhaus Hellerau. How is it here? How is it to? What do you think? How will the performance be?
You know, I've been here like 17 years ago.
Oh.
I was performing at the Mary Wigman Theater, and you know, you still have some ideas of how the city is going to look, and it changed so much.
Yeah.
But the old Dresden for sure stayed the same, so I have some reference. But and now that I come here in this theater at the Hellerau, this is a really beautiful theater. I'm really happy to present my 2 shows here. It's a really beautiful city. I really like this place, and I really like this place.
Cool. So let's not talk about Unity.
Yeah, because this is always the same questions that come over
absolutely.
and over.
No, I believe that. No, I want to know some essential points of your work you're showing here.
I'm always like the first thing is pushing the limits. I hate when dancers say to me, "Do I start with the leg, the left leg, or the right?" I say, "I don't care about that. I just want you to do it and just go for it. Just give the energy as crazy." You know, for me, this is the most important thing. I don't care if they are good technical dancer or amazing actors. I don't want to see that. I want to see monster on stage. I want to see beast. You know, this is what I want to see. For me, this is the most important thing that I want to see. All the other things, I can manage it. You know, so.
Yeah. So how does the working process look like? How do you develop material?
It's really crazy. It's really crazy all the time. We laugh a lot. I always come with some ideas and with some musics and with some video clips and all this stuff, and I just show them all this stuff. And at one point, when there's the second rehearsal, they just come back with other music or other ideas. So it's a big exchange between us. But for sure, I don't like to say the master of it, but
you have the overview.
Yes, I am the one that chooses that it's going to look like that, you know. And for sure, I'm really open to all this energy that they give to me during the creation. So I have my first idea, but it can go like completely crazy after. So I think for a creator, it's really important to stay open to all these things that can happen.
Yeah. So it's a mixture between you giving movements and them, or everything comes from them?
No, it's me and them, and sometimes it's just me and one other dancer, one other actors. And I'm always using their energy also. So some of the people are more like into the hip hop, so maybe I'm using some of this kind of movement with more contemporary dance, with more kung fu things. I'm always trying to mix everything together, so it kind of looks unique. You know.
Yeah. What is your relationship with your dancers? How does it look like? Like you have a big family, or?
It's a big family, but it's also what I'm asking to dancers are really, really hard emotionally sometimes. So you have to build a relationship in the confidence. You have to be really, really confident and respectful also. For me, this is really important because, like, when you're asking someone to just vomit on stage or pee on stage, it just not happen like that, you know. You have to explain why you are doing it, and you cannot do this after 2 days of rehearsal with a new dancer, you know. So now all these people work for me for like 10 years, 5 years, 4 years, so they know already, and they follow me into my path where I'm going, you know. So we build together these things, and we always in every show we push the limits every time. So so it's just now we are in a point that we can do anything.
I would be interested in how did you develop your physicality through the years of having this company? Like a very specific style, kind of.
There's not a really specific style.
Okay.
Because like I said, sometimes and it depends on the piece and how. Like the last piece, it was like I was two people that I really find really interesting the way they move. And the first show, it was completely someone else. And it's always a mood, you know. When I create a piece, I say, oh, this is what I want, so let's go that way, you know. So there's no really specific things.
Okay. In general, what are your influences?
Oh, I love films. I love films. I used to study in cinema to become a filmmaker, but it changed. But this is, I think, my first thing that I really, really like. But not like big blockbuster kind of stuff. I don't like that kind of stuff. But I really like really underground kind of stuff. And, yeah, like Lars von Trier. But now Lars von Trier is really like blockbuster. But because now he's hiring Nicole Kidman. But but it's still Lars von Trier. You know, he's pushing the limits all the time. And yeah. So this is and after it. I can just hear one music one time and it goes like, this is the song of the show. You know? So music, cinema, poems, books, and it becomes it comes like from everywhere. So.
And do you have like a musician who's making music for you, or you take music which is already existing?
Both. Both. When I need something really, really special, I'm asking, and I'm doing some music also, some stuff. So, but I'm not a musician, but I'm trying some stuff, and I like to do this. So.
And you also do dance for camera, or that's
dance
not?
For camera?
Yeah.
I'm not yet there.
Okay.
I did some stuff on TV for sure, but not that I was like wow, you know. But there's this last video clip of this French Canadian singer, Yann Perrault, Le Bruit des Bottes. He asked me if I want to choreograph this, and I'm really proud of this video clip, really, really. So
nice.
Just go see it.
Yeah, cool. You have to write it down later. Would you say that it is a goal for you when the audience comes and sits here and sees the performance that they have a different body perception afterwards?
Maybe not about a body perception, but about the human being. More of a human being, because for me it's really important to I really don't mind if they are really happy after the show or they are really mad about the show. What I want is a reaction. I don't want people to go out and just I've just seen the show. No, because some people after this show they react so bad, you know, and they scream at me, you're not the choreographer, this is not dance, blah, blah. And I'm like, I like this reaction a lot. Also, I like the others, like, wow, I was touched, and they cry and so. So, but I prefer a really hard reaction than just a medium reaction.
Yeah. I mean, sure, if you put something very clear, like a naked body on stage, the reaction you get is mostly very honest. I guess.
I hope so. I hope so, because I saw some show with naked people, and it was not really. It was kind of just for, you know, but it's just the way you use the nudity on stage. That's it.
Yeah. And do you feel that it's different in every city you go or every place?
Yes, it's different. Yes, it's different. There's not a big difference, but sometimes we feel that But it's funny because sometimes the audience is really old. We just see like white head everywhere. I'm like, and I'm impressed that these people come to see my show because they know how it's going to look like. You know, they heard about it in the newspaper and so. And I'm like, and they liked it, you know. And I'm like, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But usually the crowd is really heteroclite. This is so different. There's young and old and there's hipsters and there's a rock and roll thing, you know. So there's many different people, and I really like that I can catch a really different crowd.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say it's different in Europe than in, I don't know.
Not really.
Canada.
Not really. It's kind of the same.
Yeah, cool. Okay, last question.
Yes.
What's next?
What's next?
Yeah.
What's next about this?
No, I mean, what your plans are?
My
next
plans,
pieces?
I'm working on the third piece of the trilogy, because now this is a bit tendresse and la pornographie des hommes, and now I'm working on that piece really hard, because now people know that these two pieces exist, and so I have a little pressure. So the show should be good. So it talks about coup de foudre, but I don't know. There's no translation for coup de foudre in English. Maybe in German there's one. So, but coup de foudre is like love at first sight, but it doesn't make sense for me. Love at first sight.
Okay.
Coup de foudre is like lighting, stroke lighting. I think it's called. So it's really hard to have this big coup de foudre for someone.
Yeah, I know.
So you just vomit, you cry all the time because you're so madly in love, and so I'm gonna work with that kind of things.
And when is the premiere?
I don't know yet. We have co-producers, and they are fighting now to know which one's gonna have the premiere. But I think it's gonna be in 2012.
Okay.
So let's see, because I don't want to get in the war, you know. So just go for it.
Become clear. Cool. So I thank you very much.
Thank you to you.
I wish you a very good time here. Have a good performance, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.